Welcome back, you guys, to my channel. I know it hasn't been that, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. My camera is like barely staying level on what I got it going on right now. But welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna show you guys a little updated home tour, and it's gonna be like a detailed, updated home tour. Like, I don't know if anyone really wants this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm basically gonna kind of go around with our decor and just basically quickly name off where I got the stuff. So like Target, Thrifted, Goodwill, I'm just gonna kind of name things because we do a lot of thrifting, and there's a lot of stuff that I've bought that like I know it is Target, I know it's this, but I actually thrifted it for like half the price. So I thought that'd be kind of fun and a little bit more interesting than just showing you space by space, especially since I feel like a lot of my decor is super cool and a lot of like my main furniture in the spaces are not necessarily like our dream, what we're going for. Like there's definitely some things that we have that need to be replaced, but it works. And my dream of it, like for example, a new couch, like my dream version is thousands of dollars. So it's like not necessary right now. Like our couch works just fine. We got it for like 400 bucks off Facebook Marketplace. It was a brand new couch. Why would I replace it? And there's some things that we've had since we got married that are just like basic IKEA, but again, it works. So like, why would I replace it? Especially when we plan on ripping down walls and configuring everything so differently that like, even if I replace that item, give it 5 years, I'm gonna end up having to sell it because there's no reason for me to have it anymore because it just doesn't make sense for the floor plan. Hopefully y'all are following that. So yeah, I'm gonna show you kind of around the house. We're still kind of, I don't know, I feel like we're still like in limbo of moving in. Like I know we've been here for like since February. It's been like 6 months. And for the most part we've moved in, but there's definitely some things that are like still in like limbo, kind of. Like we have, if you watched the empty home tour in the den, that used to be like the dining room space, like that is just kind of like a drop zone. Like it's clean, like it's open, it's clean, we have some furniture in there, but it's kind of just a drop zone of things that I'm like, I don't have a home for right now, but I know when we do knock down those walls, configure the house a little differently, I'm like, I have a spot in my head for it, just right now it doesn't work. So I'm gonna take you through all the rooms that we have finished in a sense. There's a whole part of the house that I'm not even gonna go into because right now 2 of the bedrooms in the home, so the main level has three bedrooms plus an office, and 2 of the bedrooms are our cats' bedrooms, which sounds really stupid saying it out loud, but our 2 cats, long story short, were both strays and they do not get along, and they haven't got along. We've had the second one for almost a year now and we're just like, what are we doing? But we're trying our best to kind of introduce them, have them share spaces, have them share food, and we're working on it. We've gone to the vet, we've gotten some medication to kind of calm them down. They just like, one just really wants to attack the other, and it's just, so if you have suggestions for that, let us know, but we're figuring it out and it seems like things are getting better. But basically each cat has food, water, kitty litter, beds, a window in each room, and every 4 hours we just kind of swap the cats and let them roam the house and then swap the cat. And it sounds like a pain in the butt, and it kind of is, but it's, I mean, what else are we supposed to do other than just get rid of the second cat, which of course is like heartbreaking because we love him so much. So we're trying our best. Animals are difficult, so we love them, but they're very difficult. So yeah, I'm gonna take you through the house and just kind of go through it and kind of talk about some plans and ideas. It's not super clean right now. I tidied. I mean, I keep the house pretty tidy, but Fridays, which today is Friday, are always my clean days, like my deep clean days, and I kind of have a headache right now, so I was gonna do that before I filmed this video, but it is what it is. So there's some dishes in the sink, but that's okay. Also, I left things very lived in. I don't want to be like, I'm not saying like on here fake, but I just want to be transparent. Like, houses are meant to be lived in, there's gonna be messes, things aren't gonna be perfect, and like there's just spaces that's like where else am I supposed to put that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I want my home, how do I explain this? I want my home to feel like a home. Like, need tidy spaces, but I'm like, at the same time, I want there to be some character. I want people to be able to walk into my home and like see my personality in it and not just like this perfected space, which right now it's definitely not, but I'm thinking long-term here. Just a thought. Okay, so here's when you first walk in the house. We have, well, first we have Nick's little key thingy-mabobber, which I can't remember the brand of that. We have our cool mid-century clock we got in Greece, if anyone remembers that. We have a little kitty water bowl station. And then here's our living room space. We love this space. I love the double windows, so the windows on this side, and then we got the windows on the other side. So nice, so pretty. Nick installed all these beautiful pictures from our wedding. I picked out a bunch that I loved. 2 of which actually, like that one, and then this one down here was actually from our 1-year anniversary. We went to Yosemite and dressed all up again, wedding dress, suit and tie, and took photos, and that was just so fun. But kind of a main focal piece in this space is our cool mid-century light. It does work. It's a little rusty in spots, but we got this actually at an estate sale for only $10. And it did not work, and it was covered in hay. It was like in a nasty barn covered in hay, probably one of the most disgusting estate sales I've ever been to. And this was just a find, a complete find. Over here, I mean, we got curtains, which we're gonna replace soon. One reason why I wanted to film this now is just because we're gonna rip down this wallpaper this weekend, and I kind of wanted to film what this room and space looked like with the wallpaper still here, which this color isn't bad. It's not bad, but there's spots that it's ripped, like here, for example, it's ripped. And also it doesn't quite match like the rest of the room. So this wallpaper is completely different than this. And you can see actually really well on the camera here, like it wanting to peel up. Plus we plan on knocking down this wall at some point in time. So if I want the whole space to match like what's behind here in this space, it's all gonna have to come down, so I don't feel too bad ripping it. But okay, let's move on to this shelf. So yes, I'm gonna go item by item because I think it's so fun. So this little wood guy, thrifted him. It reminds me of my great-grandmother had a piece almost identical to this. Sadly, when she passed, everything in her home, there were some family issues and we got absolutely nothing from her estate. So when I found this, it was just kind of meant to be. This little thing's IKEA. I put it up here. I almost got rid of it, but it matches this thing, which I thrifted. So it just kind of looks cute. I have all my little trinkets. I'm like a sucker for just like ugly little things. So that's cute. Thrifted the Home Sweet Home. That's probably like the most farmhouse item I own, but I like it. I like the font. The font's like the font that I use for like everything, for like YouTube cover photos and just all sorts of things. It's like so my font. This boomerang, I can't remember who it is in Nick's family. Some grandparent, I think someone's grandma, but somehow we got that and I displayed it. These are vintage, super cute. They're super grubby. I need to clean them. Then we move down here to my little Akatar Sarah J. Maas shrine. If you haven't read the series, it's amazing. It made me fall in love with reading again. It's very fantasy. It's also romance. So if that's not for you, it's also like kind of spicy. So if that's not for you, then like skip it. But even if you take, like my personal opinion, even if you took all of like the spice out of the books are still so beautifully written and put me on such an emotional roller coaster, which I like in books. Like I want to laugh, I want to cry, I want to feel all the feelings, and that's what they did. Same with Her Throne of Glass and Crescent City. So if you want to read something or you want to get back into reading, start with this series, go into Throne of Glass, and then read Crescent City. They're just amazing. So my little book shrine, and then I have all my like other books, like health books and stuff down there. So it's definitely prettier up here. And then go down. And then over here we have our 2 TVs because we're those people. See, and this is some IKEA, which they fit perfectly. Like they fit our TVs perfectly. I can't complain. They fit the Xboxes perfectly. It's great, but it's definitely not like the long-term style. But for those of you who don't know, Nick and I both play video games and we have our 2 Xboxes. and we play video games. It's just kind of our fun little thing. We have a lot of similar hobbies, which honestly is something to look for in a relationship because I feel like that's just helped us grow, and it just kind of, we always have something to do together, which we enjoy. I have this fake plant, which is trashed because one of my cats chewed on it, which is just super duper, but that was Target. I think I got it on sale too. Basket, I can't remember if I thrifted that one or not, but I think it's originally Target. Cute blankies, pillow I thrifted, curtains that need to be replaced. Our humongous couch, I love this couch. It's so comfy. We got it off Facebook Marketplace, like I said. When the day comes that we knock down this wall, basically our upstairs space, which if you are curious what that looks like, I'm not going up there. It's a mess. It's Nick's office, but it's also been like Nick's like drop zone, work zone space. So we're just not even gonna go up there. It's a little bad. But when we knock down this wall, we're gonna basically turn this couch the opposite way, and it's gonna face the fireplace. And I think I mentioned that in our empty home tour. So these two TVs, this couch, even the IKEA furniture is all gonna go upstairs in that space. And I think I talked about that in the last video. And that's me kind of a gaming bonus room. And honestly, this couch and even the IKEA furniture is like very modern, clean lines, and that's exactly what I want up there, but that is not what I want in this space, but it works. So I'm living with it. I don't really want to drop the cash on entertainment center just for me to like have to sell it later because I'm just going to put a TV above the fireplace and I no longer need one. So we're just kind of living in a limbo stage of stuff, and that's okay. The two bunny pillows right now, which is my spring pillows, but they're my favorite pillows, so they're staying out. We're Target. I bought those brand new. The other two pillows were thrifted, Goodwill. We love Goodwill. Over here I have my cool vintage plant stand. That was a Facebook Marketplace find. Those can be like up to $200, and I think we got it for like 25 bucks, and the lady was like so shocked we even wanted it, and I'm like, that's literally a dream. Here's my nasty corner. Very real. Those are I call them my river flops. They're just my outdoor flops that are just like trashed. This is turned into a laptop charging zone. It's not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. We live here, so that's fine. I think this bench was just IKEA. It was like super affordable. We just like needed a bench when we first moved in together. I had the perfect spot for one, and we just kind of bought it. At some point, I would love to replace it with something a little bit more vintage, but it's fine. Basket thrifted. This cool vase thrifted. Pillows. I think that's Urban Outfitters. And I know I bought that brand new from somewhere. I can't remember what. The frames were Target. We got these like, I think it was like buy two, get one or something. Like it was some crazy sale. And we got all our prints from, I think Office Depot is who we went through for prints. Okay, let's go to the fireplace. Am I super zoomed in? No, it's just how it is. Cutie little things. This is one of my favorite little figurines. I actually just broke its tail the other day and I had honestly a heart attack, but Nick fixed it for me. Very grateful. Thrifted. This is like my favorite little bud vase. So cute. Thrifted. This is from Love and Grave. No, sadly she closed her shop, but I think she might bring it back at some point because when you log on to her website, it says coming soon. So hoping for the best there. Love this print. It's not in perfect shape, but it is just like the dreamiest with the little deer. And I painted the white outside. It was like kind of like a nasty, honestly like puke brown color, and I painted it white. At some point I'll probably paint the frame something. I just haven't decided. I want to wait till I paint the walls in here white and then kind of go from there. But that was from Habitat for Humanity. Going down here, got this at a state sale. Those can be so pricey. It's solid brass, and we got it for I think like it was like on half off day. I'm shocked they didn't have it displayed like in the house because they probably could have got a lot more money for it, but it was like in the garden, all folded up, and it was like $40 and then half off, and I'm absolutely shocked. These are newer. I've had these. A lot of my new stuff that's like Target, I bought when we first got married, and then I've just kind of kept and held on to it, but like I really don't shop Target that often, or even like IKEA and stuff, but I will admit, I'm a sucker for Target's like holiday decor. This is newer. I can't remember where I got these. These were thrifted. I got these when we went to Palm Springs. This is thrifted, I think like maybe an estate sale. Got my cute little mid-century magazine holder. That was an estate sale find. I kind of hate it in this spot, but it is what it is. Also, for those of you who say my house is just darling, it is, but it's also kind of nasty. Like when you look up close, like to spaces, it's not great. Okay, this mirror, I love this mirror. This mirror was West Elm. We got it on sale. I think it was like 40% off, I think. Such a steal. I was so nervous about moving this mirror, but I love this mirror. Little key spot, more vintage goodies. Some of these I've had for a very, very long time. I couldn't even tell you where I got them, but all of them are thrifted. All of them are like estate sale finds. Okay, last little section in this room, my dining room table. So I run into something. Okay, I think you can see it. Okay, dining room table's West Elm. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace for half the price. The chairs are probably the most expensive thing. Like when it comes to furniture that I have bought. I bought those chairs way before they came back in style. So I'm just putting that out there, but no one's gonna probably believe me, but like these chairs are everywhere. There's so many remakes of them now. And I bought these, I think I saw like one picture on Pinterest because I was trying to figure out dining room chairs. And I loved the caning, I've always loved caning, but I wanted a cushion and I just wanted them to be like comfortable. And I found like one picture on Pinterest and I was just like, what are these chairs? I'm like, okay, they're vintage. I'm like, what are they called? And I did like, it took me forever to figure out what they were called. And then I found like one person on Etsy in Florida selling these chairs. I spent so much on these chairs plus shipping to get them across the United States. And literally the person who showed up to ship them, like the shipper guy, I thought he'd be like in a big truck. He was just like in a minivan. Like just the silliest thing, just the silliest thing. So yeah, but I'm just claiming that I bought those way before they became popular and now you see them everywhere and there's so many remakes and they're much more affordable, but whatever. And then let's see, over here, we have the cat pod. The cats love that. Some pillows, I think those are both, I thrifted that one even though I know that one's from Target, but I did thrift it. That one's Target. All my pillows I've had since like when we first got married. This super cool bench, it's hard to see, but it's long and it has mid-century legs. That was an estate sale find. I think I got that for 20 bucks. Like it really needs to be reupholstered, but it's just super cool. Cute little like African soapstone chessboard. That was from an antique store. More little cute goodies. This is Nick's little drop zone that I accept it. It's fine. It stays in its little thing. I mean, that's my phone. I put that on there. More little vintage. More curtains that are messed up. That will be replaced soon. And then let's go over to the bathroom. Okay, here's our cute little bathroom space. This is one of the spaces, actually the first space we started doing something to, and that was we ripped up the carpet, which to find out was, this is what was underneath it, which is probably the original flooring. It's not bad, it's kind of cute. It's kind of a peachy pink. I don't think you can tell in the video, but it's so nasty because there's this like tape, like double-sided tape on the edges that I cannot for the life of me get up, and it makes everything stick to it. So it's just like, always a little gross, even though I've scrubbed this flooring, like hand scrubbed it so many times, it just always feels a little nasty, but that's okay. Part of the charm of living in an old home. At some point, hopefully soon, we'll rip down all this, rip down the, I don't know what that's called, the little curtain thing, and replace the lights. I actually love, love, love this mirror. It like hides everything behind there, all of my like face creams and cleansers. And then I did some like vintage glassware in here to hold like Q-tips and then all of my like makeup wipes that are reusable. But yeah, that's our little bathroom space. Have this cute little, I've had this since I was like in elementary school, I swear. Vintage Whitman's like chocolate box. And it has, since I've gotten it, it has held all my makeup. And that's just kind of like, I don't know, it's very special to me. I'm just making a mess, but cute little vanity spot right here that I never use, but I set it up really cute. My little vintage chair. Oh my gosh, this cracks me up. I got this. I just love, like, honestly, ugly little grubby things that I find in estate sales, but this is so cute. Saturday night, it has this little guy is just hanging out. It's just darling. Random pinup girl. And then moving on into the hallway, we have all of our Polaroids from the last few years of life. This took me forever, but I'm so happy I did put these up. And I have so many more I need to put up soon. And then let's go into our bedroom. This room is probably one of the most perfected spaces at the moment, even though it feels really empty. At least to me, it feels really empty. But we have our platform bed that's still, it's a king size like bed frame. We have a queen size bed on it, so there's like all this empty space right here, but it is what it is. Doesn't bug us. Plus it allows me to like stuff pillows, and I'll stuff like pajamas and stuff underneath here. I hide stuff, and Nick hides stuff on his side too. Love our curtain. That's a blanket. I usually have blankets over here too, but I tore them down right before I filmed the video because it is so dark in here, but we just haven't bought curtains for the space yet. Bed frame is from Urban Outfitter. I would not recommend buying this. I love it, but Nick has had to fix it many, many times. It is broken a few times. I don't feel like it's made well at all. Those were also Urban Outfitters. When we first got married, I went through a phase of loving Urban Outfitter stuff, and honestly, I did not need to go through that phase, but I still have the furniture and it still works. So, cute little bedroom. I love this corner. It's probably like one of the few perfected little corners with our snake plant, which if you don't have a snake plant, you should get one. They're easy maintenance and they're super good for like cleaning the air. Then we have our little mid-century. This is very us, very our style. I think this was Nick's grandparents where we got this. I love this piece. This lamp was Nick's grandpa's. We have my little vintage jewelry box. More little vintage things. We named her Brooke. We still haven't replaced her with a wedding picture, but honestly at this point, she's been in that frame for a couple years. She's probably here to stay. And then over here, which now I'm seeing is messy. I can't even see that picture. My cute little vintage floral picture. Another one over there. Little vintage, and all these are thrifted. Like these were all estate sale stuff. I think that one was Goodwill, this little pink laundry basket that we use. But everything else was, actually that was probably Goodwill. That was a sketchy estate sale we went to. It's so pretty though. Also, for those of you who still keep their stuffed animals, this is my little like area over here with all my little plushies. They're so cute. So don't feel bad if you are a grown-ass adult and still have your little stuffed animals. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. And I know in, I think probably the last video or the video I did the home tour, empty home tour, I kind of trashed on the blue. Well, I like the blue now. The blue has grown on me. Also, the blue looks so much better when you don't have the fluorescent light on. And every time I had seen the house, like when we first walked to the home, the fluorescent light was on. When we first moved in, we always had that light on just for light. And I realized you don't need that light on at all. I never use it now. And the blue is so cute. And once we moved in, all my pink vintage stuff and like my pink KitchenAid and our pink coffee maker, it's so darling. The kitchen is kind of nasty though, like super cute from afar, but like a lot of the cupboards are like chipping or have like weird stains and like I cannot clean them. And all of the cabinets, since I think the cabinets might be original, they are so sticky. They're so sticky. Like they don't want to close all the way and they don't want to open very well. And even if I wanted to paint this kitchen like as is and paint it, I don't think I could because I'd just probably seal up the cabinets because they're just so, there's so many coats of paint on them. And you can see in spots where paint's chipped and you can see the old colors they used to be. But yeah, the blue is here to stay. One day we will rip out the kitchen and completely redo it. And I might make it blue. I really like the powder blue, but we're not gonna do much to it right now. It's just the kitchen works. We want to rip out the wallpaper and paint this wall, specifically blue, but yeah, that's probably all we're gonna do to this space. This is probably gonna be like the last room in the whole house that we will have completely finished. So let's look at it. Right now we have a little calendar over here. My favorite thing, I've showed you guys before, is my oven and stove top. So you can see all my cute little vintage Pyrex bowls. I have collected these since I was a little girl. Specifically, the Amish butter print. It is just, I don't know why it's like the ugliest print, but I love it. It's so cute. Moving over here, I think those two are Target. This is like my favorite little trivet. I think it was made in New Zealand. I thrifted that. Got some vintage, like depression glass salt and pepper shakers. These two little guys I got at I think it was at a antique store, but they were so cheap, I was shocked. KitchenAid, we have one of Nick's projects that he never finished. The old, like they only cut the tile just enough so they could do the old, it was like this, but Nick needs to cut the tile out, which he already did on one of the spaces, but he just hasn't finished this one. And then moving over here, we have my cute little reusable paper towels. These are, I think it's linked in my bio, actually on my Amazon storefront, this little thing, and then all of these are super cute. I actually want to get more of these. My vintage cookie jar. This is like my everything. Out of all of like my collectibles, this is one of my favorite ones. And if something were to happen to this, it would just break my heart. You can find these on eBay, but they're all painted, like the glaze, they're all painted differently. And this one is just like, it's just perfect. Vintage little bread spot. I love this thing. It's a little nasty right now, but coffee, sugar, flour, tea. I don't put that in there. I have like candy and stuff in here instead. And you can here's like random little thingies. And usually I have granola bars in this one, but I need to make some. And then we actually have tea in that one. And then I have my little Pyrex sugar bowl. This I thrifted. This is like the best thing. The diets are forever. That just cracks me up. Our new fridge, the newest thing in this space. I found this cute little blue microwave off Amazon, and it matches the cabinets like perfectly. I got some more tacky little figurines or salt and pepper shakers. And then yeah, that's basically the kitchen. It looks much better with my stuff in it and not that light on. So we like the blue, we've learned to like the blue. And then for the reveal of our gym, even though I think I'm going to post soon, if not already posted, the gym vlog. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it, but this is the space. Super nice. They haven't sent us, they like forgot to send us one dumbbell, so that one's in the mail. And we did like a little workout chart. And yeah, this space is completed and it's so nice. And then over here is a mirror. And I actually plan on this corner, I want to do like disco balls. Because when we were in Greece, the gym we went to, like the whole ceiling was disco balls. And it was so cool. And I just think that'd be like the perfect spot for it. But yeah, that's basically our home. So far what we've got going on. This room feels like such a contrast. I think I've said this in a different video, but this room feels like such a contrast to the rest of the house. It feels so clean and like modern and nice. And like I love vintage stuff, but the rest of the house, like there's a reason I didn't show you the other rooms because they haven't changed much and they're just grubby, and it's just part of the charm of living in an old home and renovating and not having all the money right when you move in to renovate it all. So we're baby stepping it. So yeah, that's basically my home tour. Follow along if you want to see more content, more home projects, more traveling. I'm just kind of posting more on here and just sharing our life. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed seeing all my random stuff I've bought in. Hopefully it made sense what I did, just kind of going item by item, but it was fun. Okay, so thanks you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and see you next time.